Welcome to the series on tricky questions and straight answers, answers to biblical queries. That is a pertinent question, especially in a pluralistic society. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. It implies that it is audacious to claim in a pluralistic society that one's own religion is superior or one's own God is the real God. So the persons who ask this question presupposes that the Christians are claiming that Christianity is the true way and the God of the Bible is the true God. But we should remember that truth is always exclusive. 2 plus 2 is always 4. Wrong answers are many, it can be infinite. 3, 5, 8, 10, 20, 100, all these are all wrong answers. But true answer is one and only one, that is 4. Truth is always exclusive. Should one feel bad about saying the truth? If somebody asks you, what is the sum of 2 plus 2? Should you feel shameful in telling that correct answer is 4? Whether somebody wrote it 3 or 5 or 7 or 10, is it material? If one is sure that his faith is true faith, one need not feel ashamed to say that it is the true faith. Majority or the nature of the audience doesn't decide truth. Enabling one to know the truth is necessary. For instance, if there is an effective medicine against a particular disease like cancer, and if somebody else is suffering from that cancer, if I know about that medicine, my not telling the cancer patient that there is a medicine is an act of selfishness and it is cruelty. Just like that, truth about God also should be made known to others, especially if human beings are going to hell and if God has a redemptive plan. One has to communicate that to others. Otherwise, it is an act of great selfishness. We have to remember that the God has to be almighty, all-knowing, all-good, and personal. Only an almighty God can create such a vast universe. He should be all-knowing. Otherwise, this world wouldn't have been so beautiful and the diversity of this world wouldn't have been there. He should be an all-loving God. That is why the universe exists. So God has to have all absolute virtues. And we should expect that He has the best plan for everything in the universe. Knowing about this good God and about His good plans is a very important thing. And every person who knows about this good God and His good plans has a responsibility to disseminate it. Therefore, the truth about God should be disseminated. That is why the propagation of faith is permitted in our constitution. There were a lot of discussions in the Constituent Assembly as to whether the right to propagate one's own faith should be there in the fundamental rights or not. Ultimately, they decided that it should be there because if one doesn't have the right to propagate what is true according to him, it is not fair. Not only that, if the freedom to propagate truth is prohibited, man will be just like animals. He will be just like machines. It will be an act of dehumanization. There are many people in our country who say that propagating about one's own faith is bad and it should not be done and it should be prohibited. But they don't remember that by doing that, they are trying to dehumanize Indians. They are trying to bring them down to the status of animals. The animals don't have the freedom to propagate, nor the freedom to hear the truth and the freedom to accept truth. If we deny the freedom to know and freedom to accept what is according to them true, we are relegating man to the status of animals. Animals and machines never have the freedom to hear the truth and accept the truth. Therefore, it can be safely be concluded that the freedom to propagate the truth is a fundamental right and it makes man man. And one need not feel ashamed to tell the truth to anybody if he or she is convinced about the veracity of the truth in which he believes. Yes, it is a precious freedom, and it is a liberating opportunity for others to know the truth. There is a biblical verse, you shall know the truth, and truth shall set you free. Let us not prevent this noble freedom. May God bless us all.